Yeah, real quick, Astroworld update. So my wife just came to me and she was like, yo, if all these people died and shit and they knew about it, why they didn't stop the show? Because there's ambulances always at those types of shits for reasons like that. So they were like, well, the ambulance can handle it. It's not, like when, I'm gonna bring up Woodstock 99, I forget the exact number of people that died, but there was like, I know it was more than this and there was less people there. And that's why there has never been a Woodstock anything after 99. Because that shit ended terribly. That's why Limp Bizkit got actually criminally charged, because it wasn't just because of what happened, it was because when their set list hit was right when the riot had started, and they decided to open with, I don't know if it was predetermined or if they just decided to do it then, but they're trying to make the case that they just decided to do it then. I'm pretty sure they were found innocent, and that was probably because it was their set list. That was just, you know what I'm saying? But, so I want to bring that up, because they said, well, why didn't they stop the show? All right, and it's because you had, I'm pretty sure Woodstock was under 50,000. I'm almost positive it was like 20 or 30,000. I think it might have been less than that. You know what I'm saying? And you had all these people who were mad because they, you know what I'm saying, they pay all this much for ticket prices and shit. You had $5 drinks. People started dying from dehydration, I believe, was the first thing. And then that's when people, you know what I'm saying, all bets, you know, shit started to break loose. You started seeing them tearing down buildings, shit like that. And it just got more and more severe as time went on, till a riot squad had to come in, basically. Like the SWAT team and everything had shut the shit down, you know what I'm saying? I used to have a buddy who lived in Kingston, New York, right near that shit. So I used to try, you know what I'm saying? I've seen that for him and shit like that. So there hasn't been another one of those. There has not been another Woodstock for a reason. I mean, there might be one soon, I think. Maybe. But let me tell you, the reason they didn't shut shit down, right? People who are powerful fear a large group of people. This is the reason the term mob mentality exists, and it ends in people dying. Okay? It exists for a reason. Like, they were like, well, fuck. Out of these 50,000 people, how many is gonna be mad? I promise you, this is probably what the Kardashians was even thinking up in that fucking box. I mean, if they wasn't doing some other shit, which I'm not going to get into on this because I'm trying to stick with some real facts I have right now. Because I'm going to do a whole nother video on the spiritual aspect of the shit that could come into play. So it's like, they were probably thinking like, shit, out of these 50,000 people, how many of them are going to be mad that this shit gets shut down and that it's not going on now? And they have to come back, or they have to get their money back, and then maybe it won't happen again. How many are going to be really mad to where they're going to riot about that? And they thought, well, if 20,000 riot, then there's good. If 20,000 start, 40,000 will end up doing it, because there's going to be leaders and followers, like with everything. You're going to have a group of people that starts doing it, and then there's going to be a bigger group of people that's going to follow them. Out of 50,000 people, out of a population of 50,000, you can look at this like a census. Out of a population of 50,000 people, if you have something pop off where it is a violent riot, like what we had with the George Floyd shit, out of 50,000 people, at least 15 to 25 or 40, maybe even as many as 40, I'll break it down in two ways. At least 15 to 25,000, at the lowest 8 to 10,000, depending on what the group of 50,000 people contains. Anywhere from 8,000 to 50,000, or 15,000, or 8,000 to 25,000 people. And 8,000 is lowballing it. It's gonna be more like 10, because that's just pretty. I wouldn't say it's down the middle, but it's like a 33% type thing. Anyway, you're gonna have about 8,000. You're gonna have thousands of people that are gonna start on like that. You know what I'm saying? And then those thousands of people are going to get more people to like that. You know what I'm saying? Only because those first thousands of people started doing it. You see what I'm saying? You have to have the spark, and then there's a fuel. You see what I'm saying? Like, so they would probably think, well, shit, out of a group of 50, like, this is statistics like where you could really put it into play, because it's such a large group of people in one concentrated area. You know what I'm saying? Statistically, it's shown. You have a group of 50,000 people, like you can look at a town, like, or anything like that, any place where a bunch of people live in one or are in one place. Out of them 50,000 people, that first spark of people who start doing shit is going to be 12 to maybe 15,000 on average. Probably at the highest, maybe 20, 25,000. But that I feel like would be a larger population. At the lowest, it's going to be about 6,000 to 8,000. For a size like that, probably about 8,000 at the lowest. I would say probably 11 to 12,000 people, 13,000 maybe, for that group of people will be that initial spark. You're going to have about a couple thousand maybe, like 2,000, 3,000 maybe that are going to leave. They're going to be like, all right, that's cool. Especially out of an age group like that. Out of an age group like that, you'll be lucky to have you'll be extremely lucky at 5,000. You see what I'm saying? Because after that initial spark, for a group like that, it's going to be between 6,000 and 11,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to sort of formulate this shit as I go. You see what I'm saying? That's why I do these videos in specific facets of each aspect of the shit. So, out of them 50,000 people, you're going to have 5,000 that's going to leave. Let's just summarize. You're going to have 8,000 to 13,000. Out of that group, probably about 7,000 to 8,000 to 13,000 that are going to be that initial. We're going to start riding. You see what I'm saying? Because of them initial people, you're going to have another anywhere from 10 probably to maybe even 30. Nah, I won't put it. 10 to 20,000 more people or more. Because I'm going to say, I'll put the number as high as you know, the event was having at that point. Plus, you have people just running in. There's more than that. So what I'm saying is, you're going to have that first group of, let's just say 10,000 people. And start riding. Going to have them let's just say out of that age group would choose 5,000 people. Let's be generous. Maybe, we'll say 5,000. I would say maybe even, because some of these kids is really pacifist, 7,000. But I'd say about 5,000 people is going to leave. All right, so that's 15,000. You still got 35,000 other motherfuckers, right? And I will guarantee you out of them 35,000 other people that paid for a ticket, that probably paid insane price for that ticket, you're going to have at least 20,000. I'd say, I'll be generous, at least 15,000 more that are going to take up arms. In terms, follow the first 10,000 that start riding. And the rest I'll leave undecided. Like they could do, I'll leave room for error on this. You see what I'm saying? Because I know that doesn't add up to 50,000. I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? Those are just the numbers I'm using to show you the scale. So you're going to have, let's just say you're going to have like 25,000 people riding in that area. And you think that that's going to stay at that area in a place like Houston? That's probably what was going through their mind, dead ass. I mean, if I think of another reason, I'll let you know, but, or like I said, with this other video I'm gonna do on just the Kardashian aspect of it, I'll put it like that. But yeah, they probably looked at something like Woodstock 99 where more people died. It was a smaller group of people, and it was over a much longer period of time. And they said, yeah, we just had them other riots and we're building back better already. We're still trying to build back better. We can't take another hit like that. It's populations and economics, man. Hey, man, look, I want to bring comment back soon, but I said, like this shit, subscribe to shit. You know what I'm saying? I live in the streets, so this is why I comment on street shit. I do music. That's why I do this music shit. Comment on music shit. Post my music shit. You see what I'm saying? Right? Big, man.